Good morning, everyone. Today I'll be taking a lecture on diet and nutrition. These are the contents that I'll be covering under my topic. So, diet and nutrition are intricately interlinked aberrations of one aspect which tend to significantly influence the others. For optimal growth and development, appropriate diet and nutritional practices play a pivotal role. The functions of the food are physiological function, social function, and psychological function. Physiological functions include supplying energy to build and maintain the cells and tissues, to regulate the body processes such as movement of fluids, control acid and base balance, coagulation of blood, activation of enzymes, etc. The social functions of food are that it acts as a media to develop social rapport in society. Psychological function of food is to satisfy certain emotional needs used to express feelings such as token of friendship. Serving of favorite foods is an expression of special attention or love, and withholding of wanted foods is often considered as a punishment. According to WHO, nutrition is a science of food and its relationship to health, and is connected primarily with the part played by nutrient in body growth, development, and maintenance. According to Nizel in 1989, the science which deals with the study of nutrients and food and their effects on nature and function of the organism under different conditions of age, health, and disease. The Oxford Dental Dictionary referred it as food and drink which is regularly consumed. According to Nizel in 1989, total oral intake of a substance that provides nourishment and supply, and according to PM Randolph in 1978, it is a total intake of substance that furnishes nourishment and or calories to the body. These are the various factors which influence human nutrition, such as family, age, religion, culture, economic status, community tradition, genetics, medicine, health, agriculture, technology, science, education, and climate. What is a nutritious food and a well-balanced diet? Nutritious food is one that contains all the essential nutrients such as proteins, fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals. A well-balanced diet should contain all these in correct proportions and adequate amounts. Now, this is the photo image of a balanced diet. What all does it contain? Firstly, coming to the definition, a diet which contains different types of food possessing nutrients, carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals, and water in a proportion to meet the requirement of the body. And according to Stewart, it is defined as one that provides each nutrient in the right amount, neither deficient nor excess, needed to maintain optimum health. The balanced diet for various age groups are as follows. The grains, vegetables, fruits, and dairy, uh, milk, and products uh, that are given. Proteins, fats, and carbohydrates provide the energy required for various activities. Vitamins and minerals do not supply energy but play an important role in the regulation of several essential metabolic processes in the body. Basal metabolic rate is defined as the number of calories required to keep the body functioning at rest. BMR is also known as the body's metabolism. Therefore, any increase to the metabolic rate, such as exercise, will increase your BMR. It comprises of 60 to 75% of the total energy expenditure in the body. Now, coming to the energy that is required for physical activity, muscular activity affects both energy expenditure and heat production. Energy expenditure increases with muscular activity. Maintenance activity, sitting most of the day, standing, slowly moving, usually required just for maintenance of your daily functions. Light activities such as typing, teaching, shop work, lab work. Moderate activity involves walking, housework, gardening, and strenuous activities, picking and shovel work, swimming, basketball, football, and running. Now, specific dynamic action or SDA is a term that is used to describe the expenditure of calories during the digestion and absorption of food. It is 2% for fats, 6% for carbohydrates, and 12% for protein-rich foods. Now, the recommended dietary allowance are a set of values for levels of intake of nutrients currently considered essential and which meet the physiological needs of nearly all individuals. The recommended dietary allowance are primarily designed for planning and procuring nutritionally adequate food supplies for population groups rather than for individuals. This is the recommended dietary allowance according to the height and weight of the individuals and according to the gender. Now, coming to the classification of foods, the food items are divided into energy yielding foods, carbohydrates and fats, body building foods that include proteins, protected foods that are vitamins and minerals, The major nutrients, namely carbohydrate, protein, and fats, are called proximate principles or major nutrients. The food guide pyramid was introduced by the USDA in 1992 as a pictorial representation of USDA's daily food guide. It is a tool commonly used to help plan a healthy full diet. It organizes the foods we eat into 5 major food groups and one miscellaneous category. The latter category includes fats, oils, and sweets, all of which are to be used sparingly. Now this is the food guide pyramid. As you can see at the bottom, you have the bread, cereal, rice, and pasta group, which includes 6 to 11 servings. Then right above that you have the fruit group, that is 2 to 4 servings, and vegetable group, that is 3 to 5 servings. Then you have the milk, yogurt, and cheese group, that is about 2 to 3 servings. Meat, poultry, fish, dry beans, eggs, and nuts group, that is 2 to 3 servings. Fats and oils are to be used sparingly. Now coming to the food guide pyramid for vegetarians, there was a separate food guide pyramid that was given to vegetarians, which includes daily physical activity, which forms the bottom, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, plants, oils, egg whites, soy milks, dairy, and egg sweets. Now coming to the first important category, that is proteins. The word protein means of prime importance. The recommended allowance is 1 gram per kg body weight. In the elderly, up to 12 to 14% of the total calories should be from proteins. Proteins are large biomolecules or macromolecules consisting of one or more long chains of amino acids and are often folded into a ball shape. They are present in a structure somewhat like this, as seen in the 3D format. Food items which are rich in protein include all the following food items. Now, what are the functions of protein? The functions of protein are that it includes and is involved in bodybuilding, repair and maintenance of body tissues, maintenance of osmotic pressure, synthesis of certain substances like antibodies and plasma, proteins, hemoglobin, enzymes, hormones, and coagulation factors, and as sources of energy. Now, what are the effects of protein deficiency on jaw and teeth? An adequate protein diet during pregnancy has been shown to benefit significantly the bone and dental development of the child. Conversely, 71% of infants whose mother had a poor protein diet during pregnancy had retarded development of bone and teeth. Protein nutrition is a basic consideration in the growth and development of the oral cavity. Now, the permanent structure damage can occur if the diet includes too little protein during critical period of active growth. Teeth of children who suffer from protein calorie malnutrition tend to be crowded, rotated, possibly caused by inadequate development or retarded growth of the jawbone. Effect of protein deficiency on dental caries or cavities. The deficiency of protein energy has been associated with enamel hypoplasia and related to increase in susceptibility of tooth to caries. The effect on periodontal tissue includes that the epithelium of the gingival crevice or pocket adheres to the tooth surface by physiochemical forces mediated by proteins and glycoproteins in the gingival fluid. Protein deficiency negatively affects the activity of fibroblasts, osteoblasts, and cementoblasts. Histologically, atrophic and degenerative changes in the connective tissue of gingiva and periodontal ligament are usually seen. The deficiency of protein, concentration of protein should be more than 3.5 gram per deciliter, which is considered as a mild degree of malnutrition, and level of 3.0 gram per deciliter is considered as a severe degree of malnutrition. Now, protein energy malnutrition is one of the largest nutritional problems in India, leading to the diseases which are commonly known as kwashiorkor and marasmus. Now, what is the difference between kwashiorkor and marasmus? Kwashiorkor is a severe dietary protein deficiency, and marasmus is a deficiency of protein and calories in young children. Nizel in 1989 mentioned that phenylketonuria is an inborn error of protein metabolism leading to mental deficiency unless treated. Kwashiorkor is an acute form of childhood protein energy malnutrition which is characterized by edema, irritability, anorexia, ulcerating dermatosis, and enlarged fatty livers. Kwashiorkor is thought to be caused by the insufficient protein consumption but with sufficient calorie intake, distinguishing it from marasmus. More recently, micronutrient and antioxidant deficiencies have come to be recognized as contributory. Now, what are the different signs of kwashiorkor? Defining signs of kwashiorkor in a malnourished child is pedal edema, that is swelling of the feet, distended abdomen, an enlarged fatty liver, thinning of hair, loss of teeth, skin depigmentation and dermatitis, and irritability and anorexia. Victims of kwashiorkor fail to produce antibodies. Generally, the disease can be treated by adding food, energy, and protein to the diet. Marasmus is a form of severe protein energy malnutrition characterized by energy deficiency. A child with marasmus looks emaciated. Body weight may be reduced to less than 80% of the normal weight for that height. Marasmus occurrence increases prior to age 1, whereas kwashiorkor occurrence increases after 18 months. The prognosis is better than it is for kwashiorkor. Now the signs and symptoms. Now the various signs and symptoms are you see extensive tissue and muscle wasting, variable edema, dry skin, loose skin folds handing over the glutae and axillae, drastic loss of adipose tissue from normal areas of fat deposits like buttocks and thighs. The affected are often fretful, irritable, and voraciously hungry. The oral symptoms include the tongue to be bright and red with loss of papillae, bilateral angular chelosis, fissuring of lips, loss of circumoral pigmentation, decreased growth of jaws.